It looks like you lost another one.
Those of you just coming in, thank you so much for attending today. This is going to be a little overview of S.M.A.R.T. These are called SMART goals for short. And this is something that was actually used by many, many businesses and something that you kind of learn in college. So, for those of you who are in college, you may recognize this. Feel free also, while I'm going over it, if you've learned something extra, you guys can type it in the chat as well. Thank you. Thank you, Ryu. I appreciate that. You can hear the music? Okay. You can see it now, Runes? Hello, Geekish. For those of you who would like to attend this in the Discord, you can meet up with Heka and I. We're in the Discord at the moment. Heka has to go soon, but she has come to join. Hello, Stella. Welcome in. It's been such a long time since I've seen that name. Okay, so we'll just get into it. Basically, this is something that you guys can apply for 2024. We have been doing this for about 2 years in my Discord because I like to apply the things that I learn and then teach it to you guys so that you can choose to apply it if you want to. And I think it was 2021 or beginning of 2022 when I decided to really kind of lean into my community and instead of focusing on promoting myself or um, just worrying about myself, I decided that I wanted to give back to my community. And so I've been actually helping you guys for 2 years to reach your goals. And I hope that you guys have seen a difference since using the New Year, New You channel and keeping in touch with you from the 3, 6, and 9 month period. Although I did have a cancer scare, so technically I wasn't there with you guys for the 6 and 9 month period this year, but who's counting, right? Stella, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you. Where are you subscribing? Is this on VStream? Or is this a YouTube? Oh gosh, I have so many different streams going at the same time. This on Twitch. Thank you so much, Stella. I appreciate that subscribe, and I hope to give you your money's worth definitely today. So we'll get right into it. I will put this on the screen, and let me see if I can also link this to you guys who are here in the setup. 1 second. Here we go. Okay, if you guys want to check chat and artist hangout, I have posted the SMART and I will tell you guys each one and what it stands for. I will also type that in the Twitch chat if you guys need to see it as well. So, are we ready to begin? Can everybody hear me okay? Is there any music playing that I don't know about? Let me check the OBS. Okay, seems to be all right. So I most likely will be moving my head a lot because I'm looking at like 19 different things. And in the Discord, can you guys hear me okay? If you can, just type in the Discord chat in Artist Hangout. I have you guys currently muted so that I can read your questions in the chat. And we will begin. So here we're going to post up a picture of, oh, what the, not that, you guys, not that. That's Geekish's meme of me, but we will keep this actually for putting it onto the side with the gingerbread person. Okay, that's not what we wanted though. Hopefully, okay, you can see it. Wonderful. So, I thought we could start by going to Wikipedia and looking at the history of this. So, this goes back even to 1981, where there was a paper written by this person here. Let me just make this a little bit bigger for you guys. Can you see the screen okay? And just in case you're wondering, oh no, is Venus gonna be doing a back in time deep dive? No, we're not. We're not. I haven't been doing those since last year. So, no deep dives. You don't have to worry about it. This is just going to be a quick overview. Okay. Okay, so George Doran mentioned that there was a smart way to write management's goals and objectives. So this thing that I'm teaching you, you might wonder, but I'm a VTuber. Who cares about this, right? I'm a VTuber. How can this possibly apply to me with, this sort of business aspect? But what you neglect to remember sometimes is that you guys, by being a VTuber, aka a virtual YouTuber, you are a product. You're your own product. Thankfully, nobody else is selling you, right? But you are still a product. And when you think of yourself in this sort of fragmented way, being that you are a product, but you're also not a product because you're a creator. You're creating what could be possibly products. And even when you're playing games, you might be like, well, how does this apply? I'm a gamer. I'm just streaming, to play games. I'm just having fun with this. And if that's the case, that's fine too. But even when you're streaming to play games, you're still looking, even if it's subconsciously, for an outcome. And that's where these goals come in. Huggies be. Bye. Oh, Hecka, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Okay, Hecka had to go. So, laughs nervously, not yet anyway. Well, the thing is, it's going to at some point come up for you guys. I know you're probably not thinking of yourselves that way, and I'm not saying you should ever just think of yourself as a product, but in this type of case, when you're streaming and you want views, this is where this type of thing comes in. If you have an idea for views or getting viewers or being successful on social media or possibly selling clothes, right? Even if they're 3D clothes, or selling art because many of you are artists, or even making emotes, or a lot of these types of things, even if you want to be an idol, right? We have so many people in the Discord. I want to sing. I want to release albums and such. You then become a product. So, if that's the case, why not use one of the number one methods that businesses have used since 1981 to create these management goals? And if it's working for them, which it has, it will work for you guys. Right? Can I get an amen in the chat? You can borrow, if you choose to, this idea and use this to actually succeed in your own businesses, aka your VTubing career. So, to quickly go over it, I will show you guys what it looks like as a graph because some of you learn easily, or more easily, I should say, with images. So, we're going to go with this. Now, let me know, by the way, if you cannot see this, because I'm not sure what you guys can and can't see. Hopefully, this is going to be. Oh, come on, Venus. Mhm. Okay, so we have the first one, specific. Now, for those of you who are wondering what does specific mean, we're going to go deeply into each one of them. But this is where the SMART comes in, as you can see here. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. A lot of you may have goals, but they don't necessarily apply to these five concepts. So we're going to start with specific. Having a specific goal in mind. I'll write it in the chat. Ryu has actually listed in the New Year, New You channel one of their goals. And is it okay if I share one of your goals, Ryu, with the class? Ryu, are you there? Did we lose Ryu? Sheesh. Oh, let me see if I'm missing anything on VStream, if they're saying anything to me. Hello, Desirable Bottom. Good to see you. I wish I knew how to pop out the chat. Thank you for being with me while I'm learning all of this. Feel free to ask questions. I will definitely be checking in there. Ryu is not here, but I will just mainly kind of glaze over it then so you guys can have an example. So here in the New Year, New You channel, which I have pinned you guys goals, at least the stated ones, so that I can come to this channel throughout the year and follow up with you guys. But Ryu basically gave a sort of um, overview of what they wanted, and it was not specific, which is why I'm going over this with you guys. I'm trying to build up quality content. Okay, so we take that, trying to build up quality content, and then we go to the S, which tells us how to be specific, how to get to that specific. So, targeting a specific area of improvement. What does it actually mean? Quality content, right? What signifies what you determine to be quality content? So, what needs to be accomplished, Ryu? Who's responsible for this? Right? These are the kinds of questions that you want to ask yourself. Is it going to be you? Is it going to be the viewers? Is it going to be the content? What kind of content? You want to try to get more specific with that particular goal. If it's, I want 500 followers, okay, let's be more specific about that. What do those followers look like? What do those followers like to consume? Do they all play Elden Ring? You know, do they all like anime? Are they going to be smart plus females equals QIQ? Oh, I don't know what that means, King, but I'll take it as a compliment. And welcome in. If you're just coming in, we're talking about the S in SMART goals. So specific. Do you have any goals that you guys want to share in the chat, and I can help you to determine the questions to get to make it more specific? And you guys can write this down or you can record it depending on your learning style. Everyone has about 3 to 5 different learning styles. And some of you may need to write stuff down. Some of you may need to hear stuff in order to retain that information. Some of you may need to see pictures. Hi, Tupper. Welcome in. How are you doing? Happy New Year to you guys. Yes, it is a lesson. Well, actually, it's a Discord workshop, but yeah, we'll call it a lesson. So let's think about that. What are my actual goals for 2024? And how can I identify? Yes, for Ryu, exactly, Stella. Identify who these viewers are, because a lot of people are like, yeah, 2024, I want to have 10,000 subscribers or I want to have 10,000 viewers. Well, for what? You know what I mean? What difference is 10,000 viewers going to make or 10,000 subscribers if your content isn't speaking to them? If you don't even know what kind of viewers you're looking for. Does that make sense, you guys? I want to hear from you guys. That's why this is a give and take. Yes, it is a lesson, but I care about whether or not you guys are understanding the actual thing that I'm teaching. Does that make sense, Tupper? Oh, there goes. In 2024, I want baby jokes. Oh no, we've got a troll in the class. We've got a troll in the class. Well, whatever that specific thing is, you can decide for yourself and write that one down. But does everybody have specifics so far? Mhm. A teacher. I didn't ever want to be called that actually, but I'm realizing that's kind of what I do in a way. I do teach actually. Even when I don't want to, because I care about people, I think I do teach. You do understand, desirable bottom? Pop it out with the cogwheel? Oh, okay. Let me try this. Um, pop it out with the cogwheel, chat name, color, low latency. I don't see that here. Okay, video quality, nani? Oh, I can be in 1080p. How do I look now, you guys? I just increased the quality of the stream. You know the goals you will do anyway. Tell us too, Tupper. Let us in on these things. Yes, it makes perfect sense. Okay, so now since you guys are understanding the types of questions you need to ask, I'm going to add them to the chat. Okay, so we start with this. What is your goal? What resources do you guys need to achieve it? I need my voice module, Stella says. Okay, to stream to a weeb mass market. Yes, that's absolutely true, Stella. Because you having a voice will enable your followers to actually get closer to you. And it's fine to also type in the chat. Those of you who are mute or who are using TTS and this type of thing, there's nothing wrong with that. But you do want to, make sure that people can definitely understand you. V, I'm doing internal work, bookkeeping? What? And modding for Chris at the same time? Oh, geekish. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it nonetheless. I want to know more about King. You can ask them that later on if you want to, Tupper. Probably in a DM would be the best way. For those of you who are in the Discord, let me see if you have asked me any questions as well. Okay. Okay, we've got no more questions. So we'll go back to M, which is measurable. Let me put this here. Let me know if you guys can see it okay. Okay, so now that we have these specifics, right? And hopefully you guys are also writing your specifics. Hi Bruno, welcome in. It's so good to see you. Now you can interact because I'm not on Twitch anymore. Yay! I'm so glad. That's good because that means I can actually have you as an interview in the future. The question should be on the same subject. It does not have to be, it can be on the measurable part. We're going to go to the second part, King. I hope you're following along with us, and it's wonderful to have you here. Okay, measurable now. So, measurable basically means not only do we become specific with this goal, but we also figure out how to measure the goal. And you guys are probably saying, why? Why would I care to measure the goal? Because you want to be able to check in with yourself over the time. This is how you stay motivated. This is why, some people who don't have these type of goals, they go to the gym, they're like, I'm going to get swole. I'm going to get so big, right? And that's January. But what happens to them in February? What happens to them in March? They're gone. They leave the gym. And in fact, the gym as a business knows this, and they know that the memberships actually will increase between December and the end of January. But by February, they fall. Nobody wants to get swole anymore. Nobody even remembers that they decided they were going to be more healthy or they were going to quit smoking or they were going to do whatever. And the reason is they don't have a measurable goal. So, we measure the goal by actually putting a time, not necessarily a binding of time until the end, but a sort of a time frame of how long it will actually take us. And I'm going to put that in the chat. Measurable. Now, if you guys are willing, you can add your goal and I can tell you how you can actually make that a measurable one. And no, Tupper, not the babies. But thank you for your input for that. So we're going to add some little additional questions here. I'm going to post this in the chat. Let me know if you guys can see it. And those of you who are in the Discord, don't be shy. This is your class as well, even though I'm recording it. How are you going to reward yourself as you reach these smaller goals, right? So, if you're wondering, I've been specific. What type of videos am I going to make? Timelines and the actual viewer demographics. Yes, Stella, exactly. I hope you guys are looking at the things that Stella is typing. No, it's not the babies. I mentioned another one. Oh, did I miss the other one, Tapo? I'm going to have to look up later. Okay. Ah, they are not smart with their own fitness goals and they want to. Yeah, exactly. And actually, I think you mentioned too, Ryu, that fitness was one of your goals for the year. So not only can you apply these two, S for specific and M for measurable, to your VTubing or your quality content, as you say, and really focusing that down to what quality content is going to look like. But you can also apply this once you've done it to almost anything: relationship goals, work goals, school goals, right? The important part is you guys learning how to do it. Not necessarily, having to just put it in one area or apply it to one place. You can apply it to multiple places. Did I usually put my goals in my life as am needed? Yes, you're going to basically put your goals, even if it's like talk to, the girl in English class, that's still a goal, right? So you can apply these types of things to almost anything. But these businesses apply this in business practices. So if it's something like content creation, you guys really want to think about, who is my audience? How do I get specific about this goal? I want 400 followers, but what do those followers consume as content? And do I even want those people as followers? A lot of times you guys are like, I want followers, but you don't really know what kind of content you guys even make. What the hell is up with that? You're not sure what game you're going to play. You just let other people determine that. This is not a way to reach your goals. You guys have to have a plan in place in order to get to the point where you want to go. And actually, that brings us to the third one, which is A. Is it even achievable? Is what you guys trying to do even able to happen? Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you guys have these lofty ass goals that you don't really get to meet because it's too much. It's too much for you guys. So, what we do with achievable is we break them down into tiny, tiny pieces. You guys ever heard of the term eat the elephant? This is that in its most simplest form. They usually fall off. Exactly, desirable bottom. That's exactly what happens. They end up falling off. But they also might not fall off if they started with achievable goals. Am I right? Those of you in the Discord, if you have had this type of experience before, feel free to talk about that in the chat with each other. So, what does achievable look like? Achievable looks like smaller goals to get you to the larger ones. I'm going to put actionable and achievable inside the chat for those who may be watching the video on the YouTube. hmm Is it exactly, King? Sometimes these things are not able to happen because it's too big. It's like me saying, um, I want to be a K-pop idol, right? But do I know how to sing? Have I taken a class on vocal techniques? Do I know how to dance? Do I even know what's required to be a K-pop idol? So if I go to 2025 and be like, damn, I suck as a person, I did not become a K-pop idol. Like, I was never going to become a K-pop idol. The thing that killed it for me was the expectation that I should become a K-pop idol without smaller achievable things to get to that place. So, whatever you guys' goal is, I hope you do get one too, King. Tupper and I are with you and supporting you in this. So what you can this isn't VTuber related, Geeker says, but business related. My goal is to have a successful booth. Actually, that is VTuber related and it's business related. And I can help you with that. So to get to the achievable part with the booth is finding out, Geekish, how to make an actual account on Booth, first of all, right? Getting to that point of having a successful. Can my goal be friends with Venus? Yes, it can, Tupper. But where do you start, right? What's the achievable? Obviously, the achievable is joining the Discord, being part of the chats, actually talking to me, right? So those things are the achievable, measurable. Would it take 1 week? Would it take 2 weeks? Would it take 5 weeks? We have to measure that amount of time. Goals are not guaranteed. No, they actually are guaranteed. That's the thing. If you have a realistic expectation of something that is achievable, it can actually happen. We could start with the Discord is not working, Tupper says. What? Okay, Tupper, we're going to have to talk about this afterwards because the Discord is most definitely working. Can somebody post the Discord link in the chat for Tupper? Desirable Bottom, did you have any thing you wanted to say about that? Okay. Desirable Bottom is still with us but doesn't have a comment on that. So from here, when we're thinking about what is and isn't achievable, we go back to, is this objective something that I can reasonably accomplish? Right? So you need to think about, can this actually be accomplished by me? I'm going to post another picture for those of you who learn via images inside the Discord chat. Okay. How possible is this goal, right? So in thinking about that, Geekish, I'm on YouTube. Oh, Geekish is on YouTube, yes. Let me post that here. Try this one, Tupper and King, if you can. Okay, so is it achievable? Is it achievable, Geekish? Can you even make a booth? Do you have the kind of time that is needed to make the items that you want to sell on booth? Or if they're already created, how many times a week can you post on booth? Cheers, Tupper. I appreciate you. Okay. And so these are the type of achievable questions you want to ask yourselves. With Stella, can I afford the voice module? Is it realistic that I'm going to have voice this year? How do I even feel about my voice? Do I want people to hear my voice, right? Because all of this goes into whether or not something is achievable to us. For Bruno, it could be, have I practiced, the amount of songs that I wanted to be able to release a cover? Do I have the time between my job and my classes to be able to practice these songs, right? So, depending on who you are, you can sort of boil down these ideas of what is actually achievable for you. Geekish says, I have a couple months till the NNA event. No posting for a booth is for one day. Okay, so then in that goal, you can literally put one day, a week is when I will post a booth. And for Ryu, might be one video a month, right, Ryu? Because you have so many other goals, it wouldn't be realistic for you to try to post one video a week if you don't even like editing, you know? But there is no posting to booth? Yes, when you have products, you will be posting those to booth. And you will also be posting to your followers of the shop. Everyone who has a shop on booth, you speak to your followers each week, each month, each 6 months, whatever it is. Hello, welcome back, Ryu. Tupper says, my small goals is to be nice to Venus. I appreciate that goal a lot. And your goal is to manage to draw digital art. If your goal is to start drawing digital art, then that would be where you start, and you can make that more specific. What kind of digital art? Specifically for 2024, do you need programs specifically for the digital art? If so, how much do they cost? These are how you get to specific, measurable, and achievable. Are you guys seeing the pattern? Set small goals at a time, you guys. Exactly. Small goals that are achievable, though. It's really important that you can actually achieve those goals. I'm doing an in person event, AANA event. I think that's wonderful. I'm assuming that AA is Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous? No, no, I wasn't talking about posting for the event. I was talking about posting for the booth shop. Bruno says, yeah, I'm trying to see if I take a part time job to help around the house while balancing the progress of my other goals. Exactly. And that's the thing. With with all the other things that we often have going on, booth shop, Geekish says? Sorry, Geekish, I may not have read something wrong about your booth shop. I apologize. Almost 1 year and 3 months? Of what, Ryu? Did I miss something in the chat about that, Ryu? But whatever you guys have going on is going to actively affect whether or not you can reach certain goals. And so it's important to be realistic about those. You've been following me for 1 year? Thank you, Ryu. I appreciate that. And Stella has now been subscribed for 5 months. I appreciate you, Stella. The king is question mark? So, does everyone understand specific, measurable, and achievable slash actionable? Can we go on to realistic and relevant? Do you guys feel comfortable from here? What's realistic? Follow me or anyone else and fuck around and find out, No Fear says. You like how I added that there? Welcome in, No Fear. I like your picture of Sasuke. I think you're thinking of Booth PM. Yes, you know what? I was thinking that, Geekish. Thank you for clarifying that. Okay, so now that you guys understand for up to that part, King says, I like to think about creating a group of people who are interested in the same things together. Al Qaeda. I don't know much about Al Qaeda, so I can't speak on that. But obviously, even that, no matter what the goal is, it still would want to be specific, measurable, and achievable, right? So, meeting this specific group who's interested in whatever, you have to actually know where to find these people and how to sort of get to speaking to them and things. So if they had a channel or if they had some kind of in-person meetup group, then you could, feasibly try to start in that way. But whatever the goal is, whatever somebody's goal is, using this method can always help you to achieve that goal. So we're going to go on to small goals to get to bigger ones, Ryu. Yes. We're going to move on to is this realistic slash relevant? Okay, I'm going to switch back to the other media. See if Desirable Bottom said something. True. Yes, exactly, Desirable Bottom. Do you feel comfortable moving on to realistic and relevant? Okay, relevant. Here we go. I'm going to put this in the chat. The question I'm wondering is if Venus wants the goal I put in. I don't know if I saw that yet. I'll be honest with you, Tupper, but I will check back and see if I do want it, and I will let you know. Okay, can everyone see this? Realistic? This also applies to relevant, as we see on the screen. So, are you relevant? Is the question you have to ask yourself. No. I'm just trolling you guys. That has nothing to do with this. Of course, you're relevant. Okay. The thing is this goal relevant? That's what you guys want to ask yourself. Is this thing that I'm trying to reach relevant? Do these things that I have available to me even take me towards reaching that goal? So we look back here. Why is this an important goal? I'll copy it. Why am I making the goal that I'm making? What the hell does relevant means? King wants to know. Relevant means why are we doing this? What is our big why? Those of us who don't know our big why are often held back, not just in VTubing, but in life, right? If you guys do not know the answer to what your big why is, what kind of resources you have to reach that big why, you're never going to get to the point where you get the answer to that question. So Runa says it's honestly hard to do, breaking down the goal, thinking about how this can be measured. Exactly. It's not that easy, which is why I'm here to help you guys. Which is why, and I know that some of you are shy. I know some of you don't like to necessarily talk about, your real things, and I totally respect that. But when you're not shy, when you do take the chance of sharing these goals, I can easily help you to kind of work through each one specific, you know, measurable, actionable, right? If I don't know what you guys are trying to do, it's impossible for me to help you. So I can only give you the overview of this. Does that make sense? And so when we're thinking about the relevance of it or how realistic it is what do we actually have to achieve this goal? And why? Why do we even want to do this? The big why is the thing that's going to keep you going through month 3, month 6, month 9, right? Because your big why is kind of like your whole reason for why you do anything. Hi, Brandon. Good to see you. Thank you again for subscribing, by the way. I appreciate you and Stella. I saw um, a notification earlier, so I just wanted to say thank you. But does that make sense, you guys? Are you getting that too, desirable bottom? I think we're all trying to get relevant. Indeed, we are. We definitely all want to feel relevant, don't we? But the thing that we forget is that even if we're not on stream, even if we don't have friends, even if we don't have money or followers or anything, a relationship, we are still relevant. We are still worth being loved. We are still worth having someone care about us. And we are still worth respecting ourselves. You guys need to clip that. Don't forget what I said. Even if you do absolutely nothing at all, even if you don't have a goal, you're still relevant. And you guys forget this. I know you forget this because I see that you guys forget this throughout the year. You need to remember this, you guys. No matter what we do, we are still relevant. You know why? Because we're still alive. All of our options are still possible. All of our dreams can still come true just by taking the next breath, just by being alive. But I digress. I will not talk about that right now because we're in a workshop and this is not the affirmation stream. So I'll just leave it at that. But definitely clip it because you guys are going to forget. You're going to forget in February. You're going to forget in June. You're going to forget in September, right? Because shit happens to us, you know? Things are going to come up. And then we're like, oh, and nobody likes my content, or oh, so and so broke up with me, and now I'm worthless and I'm unlovable. None of these things are true. Always, every single breath you take is beautiful and worth so much. Thank you for subscribing for 1 year. I appreciate you, Brandon. Mwah. So I'll move on to the time bound. But like I said, you guys need to have your big why in place. Because that big why is this relevant? What resources do I have towards this goal? Is how you're going to keep doing it throughout the months. Okay? Any questions up until this point in the Discord chat? Or let me check the V stream. Clipped it in stream. Beautiful. I love it, Desirable Bottom. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Desirable Bottom. Okay, so now that you guys have this clipped, save it for yourselves because you're going to forget. I'm not going to forget. I'm going to remind you guys because it's what I do. It's what I do. And it's the reason why we even have that channel in the Discord is so you guys can look back over all the months. And you guys can remember for yourselves, oh yeah, I set XYZ goal and you know what? I just need to get back on it. A lot of times we're too hard on ourselves. We are. In May, in March, we've long forgotten the resolution, and then we're like, oh, I suck, yet another year that I didn't reach my goal. But no, March is just as good of a time as January to get right back on the horse and start again. So I definitely will be reminding you guys this year, even if I don't stream, even if I'm sick. Even if I'm not in the Discord, whatever it is, eventually, and I think almost everyone in the chat who knows me and is friends with me and is part of our community can attest to this. I do not forget you guys. I literally follow up with you guys over year and year and year, even if you do not message me, even if you guys don't hear from me. I just streamed today with my VTuber model on Hyper and Streamlabs. Very good, Ryu. That's wonderful. That's a great start. And you were mentioning making quality content. Well, there you go. What's more quality content than starting your own stream? Okay, we're going to move on to the last part, which is time bound. Because guess who else is time bound? Your girl, Venus, me right here. I have to end this stream by 5:30 so I can take a shower and put my clothes on and go to the doctor. Okay, so we're going to move on to time bound. What the hell does this mean? Time. What is time, you guys might be wondering? Time is a very important part of setting these goals. So here we go. Let's see what this time bound or time is going to look like. You edit the stream as well? Very good. Sorry I didn't talk last night. I noticed you were really quiet in the game night, Brandon. You didn't even giggle about all of the shots that we were taking. What's going on with you? Are you doing okay? Okay, so now we're gonna move to properly measuring success. What is the time horizon? Do you guys see this? Oh, what the heck is this? Nani? Why the hell is my Twitter here? Guys, don't look at this. I, I don't know why my Twitter pulled up, but whatever. Timely. With a clearly defined timeline. So, what does it look like to make this timeline, you guys? What does your specific timeline look like? Is it going to be 6 months? Is it going to be 6 weeks? Is it going to be a year and a half? How long will it take for you to get to the small goal? It could be 6 days, right? Silas posting throughout the day. Yes, but then again, is that realistic? We don't know. Only you can determine that, Ryu. The funeral was yesterday. Oh my gosh, Brandon, I'm so sorry. Hi, person. You're alive. Hello. Good to see you. Guys, some of you may not know this, but a person was feeling pretty bad recently and was possibly considering SH and is here with us. So, can we get a bunch of huggies in the chat for person? Can we get a bunch of huggies showing person that we're glad that they're alive? Person, I'm so glad to see you. Hi, Jade Bun Bun, welcome in. And that's why you didn't talk? Oh, Brandon, I'm so sorry. Can we get huggies for Brandon too? I know this is, an aside from the lesson, but these two, they need our love. They need our huggies. They need to know that they are relevant and that they are wanted here. I'm so sorry, Brandon, for the death and the loss in your life. That is so rough to deal with. Huggies, huggies in the chat. I hope you guys are seeing these huggies. Yeah. And those of you, who have experienced a loss this year, as you guys know, I recently lost my grandmother last year in July. So this gave me a unique perspective on grief and mourning and that I never had before. And I'm able to finally relate to a situation like Brandon and person because I've had this type of loss. So, as much as I'm not happy about it, and I would not, want to invalidate anyone's feelings. I'm grateful that I've been able to get this kind of compassion. And looks like you too, chat. Thank you so much for giving them huggies. Thank you, desirable bottom. I appreciate you too. By the way, I do see your stream in V stream. I just have to keep checking back onto it. I don't want you guys to think I'm ignoring you over there. JL says, I lost my friend yesterday, but he is in a better place now. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough when we lose someone who's so close to us, like our sister in Brandon's case. And also, like my grandmother, and even a best friend. You're welcome, phobias, anytime. And thank you for being part of my community. I know that this is a workshop on something different, but if you guys ever need to, get advice or need somebody to listen to you about something, you can always feel free to come to my advice streams, or join the Discord where I can speak to you guys when I'm not necessarily streaming. I'll link that in the chat. Actually, no, I won't. I need somebody to link it in the chat. Guys, can you put it in the Discord so that they are able to join if they want to? You did good, Venus. Thank you, JL. I appreciate that so much. That's very kind of you to say. But so one of the things that I just want to finish with here is that, you know, even with the loss, even with the loss that you're experiencing, you are relevant. You are still needed here. A lot of times we're like, well, my life is over because this person is gone, right? And we think, well, all of our worth, all of our love, all of that was tied up into the person. That's not necessarily true. We bring that love, we bring that compassion, we bring that care to every relationship we have. Congrats on 9K people. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Ryu. I don't think it's at 9K, but nonetheless, I'm grateful for everyone that I have met this last year. And so I say that to say this, you guys, is that regardless of what you guys might be going through this year, and you are going to go through stuff. We're talking about reaching our goals, but you guys are going to go through stuff that's going to make you say, ah, fuck this shit. I'm not doing this anymore. You guys are going to go through things that are going to make you want to quit. Stuff is going to happen in your life that you're going to be like, I said me never? Yeah, right, DBC. Also, good to see you, DBC. I didn't know you were in here. And guys, this is my friend DBC. Remember, I was talking about you can have 10K subscribers and it doesn't matter if you don't actually know who those subscribers are. If you don't have an actual relationship with recognizing what type of viewers you want, DBC has gone to hell and back, literally. Yeah, hello, the Demon King is in the house. DBC has gone to hell and back with his channel. He has 10K or maybe 20K by now subscribers. But the thing is, are those subscribers connecting with DBC's content? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. This is where these types of goal setting using SMART, S-M-A-R-T, for those of you who missed this, I will post it on the V stream and I will also post it on my YouTube. But this is where all that stuff comes in. This is where you guys can apply this type of thing to your life and also to your content, like a business. For those of you who are content creators, you can sort of hack this business thing. And for those of you who are trying to get this, the goal setting situated for your lives, because we do. We do want to. We have goals. Some of us want to lose weight. Some of us want to meet that special girl. Some of us want to, get closer in our relationships. Some of us want to start a business. All of you have goals and dreams that are beautiful, and you shouldn't quit them just because you didn't make them last year. Now you're finally seeing from this workshop, oh, maybe I didn't make last year's goal because it wasn't achievable. I didn't break it down into smaller parts. I wasn't being specific, right? Does that make sense, you guys? Let me check on the V stream, see if Desirable said anything. Okay, nothing. But does that make sense to you guys? Time bound. Was your goal from last year time bound even? Was it timely? Did you have a time? No, you probably didn't. Hello, how are you, Abadak? Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Welcome in. If you're just coming in, I will try to post this to Kick. Um, Actually, what the fuck? Did I just say Kick? Sorry, not Kick. I'm not on Kick, by the way. I mean Trovo. I will try to post this to Trovo, just in case to possibly help anybody, the one or two people who may or may not follow me on there, that it could help. Hi, Pidgey. Good to see you. So, you guys are a little bit on the late side, but don't worry. I'm gonna be trying to repost this, for whatever you guys miss. But I will just end it with this, is once you have a timely goal, you'll see that you can actually stick to it in the weeks instead of thinking about it as, the giant 2024 where like it all has to happen in January. No. If you break it down to just, I'm going to do this week, and then next week I'm going to do XYZ for next week. That's how every single goal was ever achieved. Even Cuba. You guys know about the communist country Cuba? Have you seen how big that place is? Somebody somehow took over that entire place with a revolution. How does revolution happen? Tell me, chat. How does a revolution happen? Do you guys know? One city at a time. It doesn't happen by trying to take over the whole thing. It happens by taking over one city at a time. Cuba is huge. That's what I said. Hi, Chris. Welcome in. Thank you so much for raiding. I appreciate you. Guys, can we please show Chris and his viewers some love? You guys are coming in at the last, but we are basically going over how to reach your goal. You're in ads? Okay. I'll wait for you to come back. Let me wait for them to come back. I don't want anybody to miss this information. People shouldn't have to pay for this kind of thing. Thank you so much for cheering with the bits. I appreciate you, Nick. Okay, thank you for that, Geekish. Geekish is on top of the morning today. So, for those of you who are just coming in, you're actually coming in at the end of stream, but it's okay. I will be putting this onto my YouTube. If you guys don't know my YouTube, type exclamation point socials in the chat. If you're not already subscribed, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube. You can hear me now? Welcome in. Good to see you. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Oh, Chris actually knows a lot about this because Chris was doing video editing. Chris, we're going over the S.M.A.R.T. Goals and how to set them for the year. You've done that in business, haven't you? I'm sure that they have business presentations on this all the time, probably. I studied it actually in class. My YouTube is amazing. Thank you for that. I appreciate that, Ryu. Yeah, a long time ago. It's actually from 1981. Chibi was stuck in ads. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that, Chibi. Well, welcome in and nice to meet you. I hope to make my YouTube great. I really in 2022 I was very focused on, VTuber tutorials and advice and relationship things, but I'm going to be going more heavily into relationship dynamics and things that are motivating and such because I believe that that's more important. For those of you guys who have subscribed to me because of the VTuber tutorials, you guys might not like my channel anymore, but I'm okay with that. I've realized that it's important to me um, to share the knowledge that I have with you guys, not just about goal setting, but even about relationships and more. Because we need that more. We need more streams where we're talking about, real things. Not to say it's bad to stream about games. It isn't. Games are wonderful. They help us a lot. But for me personally, no. I cannot do that. I cannot. I would feel like I'm doing you guys and the world a disservice if I did not share the things that I know before I die or the things that I've learned before I die. I have to have my channel looking like my relationship with you guys. I need to have my channel looking like love, and acceptance and compassion. And no, I'm not allowed to die. Well, I hate to tell you guys, but I don't know how long I have. And, I'm going to spread the love and I'm going to teach as much as I can uh, to help you guys hopefully, for as long as I can. And then somebody else will be Venus. Maybe it'll be Stella. Stella's a little bit on the lewd side. Stella will probably be naked a lot more than me, but who knows? Maybe it can be Stella. I may teach Stella everything I know, or Geekish, or Psycho Cancho, or Ryu, right? We don't know who the next Venus will be. But what I do know is that for these next years, it's very important for me to teach you guys what I've learned in my life, what I've studied, which is about abuse, which is about affirmations, which is about addiction, right? Relationship dynamics. If I don't teach you guys these things and I leave this world, I'm not going to feel good about it. And as Brandon's sister and JL's friend have shown us, we don't know how long we have here. We need to take every moment and appreciate it and take a deep breath and recognize, hey, we might not be breathing tomorrow. What did we offer the world today? What did we leave the world with today? Clip that, you guys. I need to remember this in June and March myself. I say things to you guys, but it's just as important for me. I do want to fight your porn addiction. So, I actually do want to help you to beat that porn addiction. And porn is actually the topic of one of my upcoming videos. So that is so timely. I love that. But yes, clip that because I need to remember that too. I forget these things as well. The little devil emoji. And so I say that to say this, you guys. Um, Actually, I forgot what I was saying. Hold on. It'll come to me. No, it's not coming to me. Never mind. Okay, come back. I will see you guys for the next stream. Do you feel comfortable with what I have taught you so far? Let me check in Discord if they feel comfortable. I have two different things going on right now. Okay, chat says sorry. I wanted to join, but I didn't know I'd be busy today, crying face. That's okay, T. I'm actually recording this time. So whatever you missed in the workshop, you should be able to see later. And also anything on VStream, live in the moment, Desirable Bottom says. Yes, absolutely. I agree. This is a fabulous stream. I'm glad I got to tune in and enjoy. I'm so glad you did too. And I'm so happy to get to know you this year, Desirable Bottom. Thank you for coming. Okay, you guys, let's see what you said in Twitch. 100% yes? Nice to see you're alive. Yes, I'm very happy to be alive. I'm excited that I'm here for however long I am. Limited time. Yes, limited time. Well, limited time today. I do plan on hopefully streaming with you guys and getting to know you guys over this next year. But we don't know. We just don't know how long we have. And like I said, any one of us, can go at any time. We don't know. Tomorrow is not promised to us. And so if I'm going to leave this world, I want to leave this world better than how I found it. And hopefully, I'm going to be able to show you, the things that I've learned so that you guys can pass that on to other people eventually. DBC says, I talked with Grim and he and I are good friends. I love it. Then I appreciate that a lot, DBC. Thank you for that. I've been following Venus for 2.5 years now on every social media. Hopefully, you've seen different things on each one of my platforms. I do try to show different things on every single platform. So for those of you who are following me on YouTube but don't want to follow me on let's say Instagram or whatever, then you're going to be missing out because I don't post the same information on all my media. I post different information on all of my media to make it worthwhile for you guys to who even want to follow me there. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Okay, so we're gonna go and raid someone. Let's see who it can be. Stay tuned for my ending video, which I think you guys will like. It's a giant thank you to everyone who has been um, with me and everyone who has contributed towards my stream. Thank you, JL. I appreciate you coming and I look forward to getting to know you this year as well. I hope you've learned a lot from this. Drink a lot of water. Most definitely, I will. Nobody has redeemed the hydrate, but I don't need that as I will definitely be drinking water today. I have PT. The doctor is going to make me drink a lot of water for sure. But thank you guys. Thank you for coming and stay tuned for my ending video, which I hope you guys will like. And what else before I go? What am I forgetting, you guys? Affirmations? Uh, who we're gonna raid? You know what? I'll let Geekish pick the person who we're gonna raid, and Twitch chat can vote on that. Keep it up, Venus. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys. Since no one did, you will, DBC. Thank you for the stream. It was nice seeing you. It's always wonderful seeing you, Runa, and I hope this is really gonna help you with the graphic arts. and really zeroing in on what direction you want to go, so that you actually can achieve all of those things that you're looking to do. I believe in every single one of you, even in the times when you guys don't. And so I do hope to remind you over these next years. And thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it, you guys. You guys are in an ad? Oh my gosh, these ads. I do not know how this freaking thing works with the ads. YouTube, you guys don't have ads, thankfully. So you don't have to worry about it. Geekish, if you want to, you can pick the person who we're gonna raid, or Chris, since he raided us. Chris, if you want to pick the person that we're gonna raid, just let me know who it is, and we will hop on over there. YouTube does have ads? Oh, really? Oh gosh, I didn't know that. That sucks. Not Kick, does Trovo also have ads? Oh my gosh, I hope VStream doesn't get ads too. But we shall see. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you. And I will not be ending the stream until you guys see the videos. So, mwah. See you soon.